Hi guys, this is Shelly. Thanks for joining me again. Today I'm making sloppy joes for dinner and I thought I'd bring you along and show you how I do it. So let's go over to the stove and get started. Okay guys, I got my stove is warm. I'm using this pan because it'll get a nice crust on it. So in this I'm putting in it's actually about one medium pepper, yellow, and one medium red. And I'm going to cook these until they're nice and soft. And then to this, I'm going to add, I'm going to actually take them out and add the ground beef to get that browned up. So let's get these sauteed nicely until they're soft and translucent. Okay guys, these are done. You just want them softened a bit. Oopsie. Now we're going to just put them in here. They'll go back in after we brown the beef up. And I like the beef, as you know, when I brown beef, I like to get it nice crispy bits in it. I have 2 pounds of ground beef here that I'm going to just put in the pan. My heat is on medium high. Let's get this spread out all over the pan here. So I'm going to press that to the bottom, start forming a little bit of a crust, and then I'm going to come in with my favorite tool here and break it up. So we're starting to see some of the fat coming on this. So I'm going to take this now and just strain it off. It's not all fat, some of it is also liquid, but I'll let this cook a little bit more, and then I'm going to come in and strain it. I just took it over and strained it, and now to get some of that fat off, and now I'm just going to leave it alone for a while and let it get nice and brown. And then we'll add the peppers and onions and our seasonings and other things into it and let it simmer. There. Okay guys, we have the beautiful color on it that we were looking for here. I hope you can see this. It looks really nice. We've got the brown bits we were aiming for. I'm terrible with this camera stuff, I'll tell you. And now I'm just going to put our peppers back in. Onions, and now we add all of the flavor. Okay, let me start. We're going to start with some garlic powder, and I'm going to add 2 teaspoons of garlic powder to this. As I always say, when you have finished cooking it, you test it and you adjust the seasonings for yourself before you finalize anything. Next, I'm going to add some paprika. If I can get the lid off this. And this is going to be 2 teaspoons of this as well. Some clumps there, but they'll break up. And we're going to add a tablespoon of salt. Okay. We have onion powder. We're going to use 2 teaspoons of onion powder. We need 2 teaspoons of black pepper. There we go. We have 1/4 cup of brown sugar as well that we're going to add to this. Okay. And we're going to give this all a nice stir. Mix it all in nicely. Now I'm going to clear a little spot here for some tomato paste. And the reason being is it's about six teaspoons, or tablespoons I should say. So it's a goodly amount that we're putting in here. I don't know if that's such a word, but it is for me. So that's 2. And we clear the spot because we want this tomato paste to cook a bit. We wanted to cook some of that raw tomato taste out so that it melts nicely. There, and I'm just going to, it's about 6. Okay, there. So now we're going to, I put it at this side of the pan because I know that on this burner, this side of the pan gets the hottest. So, I'm going to let that cook a bit. So I also need 1/4 cup of Worcestershire sauce. I'm sure I'm not saying that correctly either, but there we go. Drizzle it there. I'm going to put in about 2 teaspoons of just prepared mustard and 1/2 cup of ketchup. And we still have that tomato paste there cooking. Okay, heat's on medium high. Since I have some homemade beef broth here, we're going to add about 1.5 cups of that to this as well. There. So let's do about 1.5 cups of this. 1 and 1/2. That's it. So now we're going to slowly mix everything together. So bring it all together. Now, if you like your sloppy joes a little on the spicy side, listen, by all means, add about maybe 1/4 to 1/2 teaspoon of cayenne pepper. I know our cayenne pepper is quite hot, so we like ours actually a little bit more sweet. I don't know if you remember the manwich that used to be out years ago. And it's probably still available in the can. The commercial was, what was it, a manwich? Sandwich is a sandwich, but a manwich is more like a meal. So now, guys, that we've got this pretty much done, what I'm going to do is just turn this down to low and just let this simmer, like a nice slow simmer, where it's just barely breaking the surface, the bubbles, for about 15 minutes. And I made some picnic rolls to go with this, and I'll bring you back and you can see what they all look like together. I'll just give this a quick try to see if we need anything. Nope. I think that's pretty doggone good. So, let's put it to simmer and we'll be back in a bit. Hi guys, I'm just coming back to wrap up the video on the sloppy joe that we made. So the day we made it, I had to leave right away to go out. And it was the same day I made the picnic rolls. And we received a call that we had to go immediately to pick up a couple of dogs that were needed to be rescued. So as I said in my other video, that seemed to be much more important. So this stuff went on the back burner, but it's all pretty much gone now. And so I managed to salvage just a bit of the Sloppy Joe mix to come back and to show you how delicious it looks for one thing. I think it looks amazing. But it tastes incredible, and especially in combination with these picnic rolls with the vegetables in them. So I just wanted to come back to show you this. And I was getting ready to have lunch. I have an audience here right now. The dogs are here watching. And I just wanted to come back and let you know how well it came out. And I strongly recommend that you give it a shot. One thing I will say is that we like ours a bit sweet. So what I would suggest that you do is perhaps cut back just a little bit on your sugar, the brown sugar that goes into it. And then at the end, taste test it as usual. And if it needs a tiny bit more sweetness, then add that then. Other than that, I would say that it's almost perfect. So give it a shot and let us know what you think. I like to toast my bun because I like it nice and crisp. So thanks so much for joining me for the video, and we'll talk to you later. Bye-bye.